Okay, so we left off where we were about to go into another battle. I would like to save state again. Okay. Hey Alex, how you doing? Good morning. We're gonna see if we're A-okay for it. Resume game, yes. Malaton's Central Administrative District. In reality, it was a concealed battleship constructed by Bart's ancestor, Roni Fatima, after the Great War with Solaris long ago. The existence of the concealed battleship had remained secret, and it was later used as a section of the Kislev Imperial capital founded in that area. Discovering this truth from old records left by Roni Fatima, Bart activated the secret battleship and tried to take on the Solaris mobile weapon. Using the sand cruiser Yggdrasil as its control center and main armament, the secret battleship awakened from a long sleep of 500 years, and its true form appeared before us. Piloting the secret battleship that had taken a new master, we stood before the mobile weapon. Let's go. So Yggdrasil got another upgrade. From Mark II to Mark III. I knew that was a spaceship, battleship thing. Okay. It turns into a gear now? Welcome in, everybody. Super Dimension Gear Yggdrasil the 4th. Yeah, we're making some good progress, Stellar. Alright, transformation complete. Come on, monster, let's go. Ooh, what? Hey, Jason. Why was I gonna say Johnson? I'm sorry. I still need coffee this morning. I'm very tired. You don't remember this, Alex? I wouldn't know, to be honest. First time playing, but it's pretty cool. Let's see what kind of abilities it has. Yig Cannon. That's gotta do it. That has to. That's like almost all of our fuel, though. That took up all of our fuel. Okay, so we should be fine. Probably only needed to hit it 4 times instead of wasting all of our fuel, but at least we know what it does. I guess use it in a pinch sort of thing. Decent money. We'll take it. We're over $500,000 now. The Solaris mobile weapon was destroyed, and a moment's reprieve came to Ignis. Peace was signed, and after 500 years, the land of Ignis was united once again. Excitement spread throughout Av, Nisan, Kislev, and Shavat. The sky shimmered as if to celebrate it. And by the hand of Ellie's party, the nanomachines had been scattered into the atmosphere. That was when disaster struck. Soon the songs of victory that echoed here and there modulated into the sounds of pandemonium. At first we had no idea what had transpired. We witnessed unearthly things. One after the other, people were mutating into abnormal forms. A situation that triggered when the limiters applied by Corellin long ago were undone by the nanomachines. The human form, with its innate abilities, released. Oh my. That's when I remembered what Hammer had said back in Solaris. His words were, "An ordinary guy like me." Not these computer people. A spontaneous germination because the revival of God has drawn near. Those who are to become the servant flesh, that they existed in such numbers without us using the key. But there are also those who have not yet germinated. Perhaps they are the ones destined to be the flesh of God. Or perhaps they are the ones who would spurn him. Let us carry out the reactivation of Soylent in key locations. At any rate, those whose mutation is incomplete, they will not be of use as they are. God's disciples, the more the better. So, the restraining chains are off, thanks to you, Not that it really disrupts the plan, it's already under control. At the time of the explosion in the Solaris capital earlier, I rigged a nanomachine virus to be scattered into the atmosphere. Of course you did. Morning, Donut. How you doing? Good morning. I'm tired from work yesterday. It was hot. For I knew they would reverse limiters sooner or later. But the timing was a little too close for comfort. The current human abnormalization is the initial response. The virus that was spread across the world is changing the germinated base forms into something we can control instead of the default. Yeah, the heat is unbearable. We need people that will awaken without relying on the key's invocation. Jeez, that's a little too much. It's too much, Donut. Beings to take the place of God's original flesh, so to speak. Excuse me. A Trojan horse, unleashed at the time of assimilation. Whatever that word is. Assimilation. There we go. With God. See, I need more coffee. A literal virus. But isn't it different from what the children have in mind? Of course. I won't let them have it their way. The Ark of God is mine. Either way is fine by me. I just side with whoever gets the job done. Double agent. Soylent System. Facilities built by Solaris long ago. These facilities could be found all over the surface. It is said that originally they had been used for biological experiments and to brainwash people. The people who had mutated into what we called Varus, the essential human form, gathered at these facilities. Among the humans turned Varus were those who attacked the unafflicted and devoured their flesh and blood. It was because of the flesh and blood of the unafflicted could ease the agony of the sudden molecular changes and prolong their lives a little. Their lives were so short. Before long, the severely mutated ones started to seek the flesh and blood of those who were less mutated. My goodness, Stellar. This is a little dark. Disintegrating and fusing the flesh of those mutated people at the molecular level. The Soylent system was the equipment that reconfigured them as one, more perfect life form, as a weapon. So this is going to be for, I'm assuming, God, right? This was the true purpose of the Gazelle Ministries M project. Tomorrow it's going to be, oh my gosh. Be sure to stay very hydrated, Donut. Ugh, I'm glad you do. Some people, when I go to their houses to clean, they do not turn on the AC. I'm like, hello? It's 93 degrees out. Okay. Oh, is that to prolong Kane's life? Is that Kane? No. That's not Kane. Go to those facilities and be freed from the unbearable agony. Seeking that release the people had gathered. There is salvation there. Though no one had spoken it aloud, the word spread. Perhaps it was their mutated blood that spoke to them, saying, "Gather there." We headed there to destroy the Soylent system. Okay. How's this gonna turn out? There, the people seeking absolution for their limited lifespan argued amongst themselves over who had priority. An ugly dispute, to cling to life. So it may have appeared to onlookers. But to me, this, desperately trying to survive, was the natural human form of every one of us. The haves and the have-nots were there. And my former comrades from Solaris were there too. They badly needed our flesh and blood. They told us that the haves must share with the have-nots. And they asked if haves like us could understand their agony. I couldn't answer. No matter what I said, they would have heard it as an arrogance of a have. Nevertheless, if their agony could be healed, I was determined to do so. Just as I had been in the dream memory, in the distant past. Then, the system suddenly went out of control. One giant life form in mid-amalgamation, there we go. A meld broke through the barrier of the generation equipment and appeared before us. That thing was once... Oh, is eating the humans. Oh no. Lost its human form. Began eating the people who happened to be there seeking salvation. We had no choice but to fight, to save those people. Indeed, to save him. Good morning, Shoy. I hope you have a great day as well. Because those eyes, the eyes of that thing that was once human, pleaded to us for death rather than agony. Okay. This is a spot to save state here. Who do we want to change? Who's in it? That should be fine. Oh wait, let's take Bart. Yeah, we'll take Bart. Okay. Are we in our... Oh, it's just this. Okay. So we should do a speed star. There we go. Now we're cooking. Okay. Oh, Bart doesn't have that move yet. Okay. Neither does Ellie. However, let's try fire on them. Zero. Not great. Okay. Again. Let's try wind. Great either. Oh well. Alright, just the big guy. Ah. A little rude. He'll be stronger, though. Okay, I guess we're just gonna... Really? Sorry, Ellie. just as good damage. Oh. No way. It was that easy? Well, oops. Pilot shield. I wonder what pilot shield is. Ooh, but look at that money. That's a lot of money. What a disgrace, Ellie. Saitan, please lend me your sword. Oh. Damn. Please, listen to what I have to say. Everyone is on the same side, so stop this arguing. This facility was built for the Solaris Ministry's ludicrous plan. A facility to turn poor mutated people into weapons, to be the tools of their own ambition. One part of their bid for racial purification. Yes, if you go under their umbrella of protection now, maybe you can avoid absolute death. Is that any way for a person to live? What meaning is there in living just yourself alone, heartless, and feeding on other people? Everyone wants to be loved, to be needed by someone. So we seek other people. It's lonely to be on your own. So we get close to one another to live. That's who we are. That's how people have survived. You can't clap with only one hand, right? Well, I mean, I suppose, Miss Sophia Ellie. If only to ease your agony, I'll give however much of my flesh and blood is necessary, so don't give up the dignity of being human. Don't let go of your human heart. Ellie, are you okay? Why did you... You think I've done something foolish? No, but I just did what I could. Maybe I'm a hypocrite. A privileged have. Maybe it's pity for the have-nots. But if I can know the joy of sharing the life within me little by little like this, then someday it'll be possible for people to truly offer their love to others. I believe that people can do it, so... Ellie... After that, we went from place to place, destroying all the Soylent System installations on the surface and freeing the people who had been held in them. Nissan wholeheartedly took in the people who had mutated, and there they received treatment. They got turned back? Those in the less advanced stages were able to have their anatomies restored by Tora's nanomachines and return them to their original form. Oh. But for the more heavily afflicted, the results were not as promising. Keeping their bodies just barely human in appearance was the best that could be done. However, strangely, they no longer competed with one another for survival, as they had when sheltered at the Soylent system. Of course, their physical agony had been remedied by the treatment, but it wasn't only that. Most of those received by Nissan were the very ones who, having been admonished by Ellie, have realized how people were originally meant to be. In between Soylent destruction activities, Ellie went around nursing the people sheltered in Nissan. She tended to the bodies that had mutated and lent an ear to people who had no one else to turn to. Seeing her like that, Ellie was the very image of the woman who created Nissan itself, Sacred Mother Sophia. In whispers, it became rumored that Ellie was the second advent of this Sophia. Go to Nissan and you will receive salvation. The news spread, and people from all over gathered in Nissan seeking physical and spiritual aid. Freed from the supervision of Solaris, the surface dwellers were assembling in one place. And these guys again. The germination of those destined to be the flesh of God's servants. As they did in the past, the humans are now gathering in Nissan at this rate. Nay, perhaps this is all the more convenient. Time is catching up. Should we not prepare those who extol the awakening of God? Those who will become God's flesh? The invocation of the key of Goetia. The time is now. What? Cain? What more do you intend to do? I absolutely forbid you to use the key. Cain, what are you doing? Our goal will not be accomplished without the resurrection of God. Unless... Do you intend to perish along with God, Cain? Instead of achieving our goal? The goal. Verily, the chains of fate since the origin. Why do you not realize that it is not something born of your own will? Our words fall on deaf ears, it seems. Indeed, this is our will. If you say that you oppose it, then... Have you forgotten? Oh, it's getting a little too loud. That you are the subordinates to me? I can erase you completely if you wish. Our part is already over. The next generation will take the helm. The humans must not perish. Okay. Although the land dwellers fell into momentary chaos due to being free of the limiters, somehow they began to recover a state of calm. We decided to search for the remaining vessels of anima, objects that were to be elementary parts of the Xenogears. In the past, 10 vessels had been discovered. Around half of those were said to be in the hands of the Ministry. According to Zephyr, there were still supposed to be a few vessels lying in wait on the surface. It was a fact that Solaris was investigating them. There was no way we could let Solaris have them. We visited a place where at one time some old records had led Zephyr and her allies to discover a vessel. Following the information we obtained from there, we headed for a location that seemed to be the ruins of an ancient civilization. Okay. Another fight. Just bring down, to be honest. Oh. buy something. Ooh, yes please. What about you, lady? Yeah, you need something. In use is the 54. Let's do this. Morning class, how you doing? Finally on disc 2. Alright, what about docs? Oh my god, is that docs now? That is docs. Oh my gosh. That's fine. That's fine. Do this. Class with a heart me, let's go. No way. Okay. We're good. Excuse me. Excuse me. Time to save. That is his Omnigear. Let's go. Okay. Where are we going, though? Pleasure. Ether Guard. Oh, Pilot Shield. Prevents confusion. Okay. Ether Guard. That's got to be an accessory then. Blocks EP. Absorb attacks. Okay. We didn't have it before, so I'll take it. What about the other side? There's got to be something here, too. Yep. Always is. Starlight. What's Starlight? An item? Starlight. I did, class. I want to get done with it, though. Not fast enough, it seems. Starlight. What is Starlight for? Maybe it's a weapon for someone? In any case, we can just move on. Oh yeah, really? Jeez. Yeah, it took us like about 3. We're on 3 months right now because I've been a little busy with work recently too. Is there any more? There is! King's Helm. You know our boy's gotta get that. Night Helm. King's Helm. I guess we can give it to Mr. Doc over here. Is it worth it? Nah. No, we'll leave it. Well, this is where I have to stop, 'cause now I gotta get ready for work. Love that. Always love just getting into a stream, and then I look at the clock, and I need to go. Yeah, I love this soundtrack. It is, class. It is, and I'm so tired. I have to do a lot of driving around today too, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But we all have to make do, right? I love the D-Block music though. Like, this is one of my favorites from this game. I just like how it sounds. But yeah, I'm gonna get going, guys. I hope so, class. Thank you, Stellar. You all have a great rest of your day. I will be seeing you around the same time tomorrow. Maybe even a little earlier, but we'll see. I don't want to push it. I at least want to just be streaming for you guys. At least once a day, a weekday, I suppose. But take care, everyone. I will see you tomorrow morning. It's gonna be like about around 6 a.m. tomorrow. I'm shooting for 6 a.m. 6 a.m. Central. That's what. Take care, everyone.